So this guy, he tells me this story, you know, he says the story is an unbelievable story. He said there'll be heroic people and people who will not understand. He said there's up to you to get those people to understand. People who don't understand will be left behind. Yeah. God created the world in his own image. Let the people tell you now.
Can you define racism for me?
Yeah, I think the simplest way to define racism is just having hatred towards another race.
Is there a lot of racism in your home or in your country?
I think, you know, I've gotten to know like quite a lot of Caucasians, and I think that in so many different situations, they don't understand sometimes when they are being racist, or when they are being biased. You know, and in this country, I think also in this country is, I think everything is politic, and you know, so that division that was divided a long time ago still remains divided. And so yes, I think there's a lot of racism in our country and homes.
Good, nice. Do you think racism will ever go away?
I don't think that people are willing for it to go away. I don't think that we fight hard enough for it to go away. Talking about every single race on this earth, I don't think that we really want it to go away sometimes. I think it's part of history, and people live with that, and yeah, I don't think they want it to go away, and so therefore I don't think that it will, not anytime soon.
What was your video trying to tell people?
When I made that video, it was during the time where like a lot of police officers were killing unarmed African American, and it was a sad time, and it also like it boosted me to make that video. That video was trying to put out that, hey, you know, there's so much going on already in our country. We need to come together as one, you know, and it just says stop the racism. And, you know, there's so much built up within our communities and within our homes that it has taken over so much.
And do you think you successfully gave out the message in your video?
I think that's a very hard thing to do. Is send the right message towards people in music in general. But I think that the video was like very hard to put together, and making people want it, and making people understand it. And so I can't be for sure whether I made that video good enough for people to understand what I'm trying to say. But I will say that I had fun doing it, and that it made me a better person, and it made me think a lot about racism, and continue to think about it. And so, I mean, that's it.
So this guy, he tells me this story, you know, he says the story is an unbelievable story. He said there'll be heroic people and people who will not understand. He said there's up to you to get those people to understand. People who don't understand will be left behind. Yeah. God created the world in his own image. Let the people tell you now there is no difference. If there's no difference, why you trying to climb with it? Why you always gotta be the one to shine in it? No money, no cars. Trying to make it out this world, but it's so hard. Obviously we need each other to lead each other, to get away from the way. Come together, come together, come together. Oh. Stop the racism, stop the racism, stop the racism. Listen, I said I'm in the beginning where there are no winnings. Trying to make it man, but the man aren't winning. Lives in this hole where the devil has his soul. Man complain about how the government lost control, and police is storming people's homes, trying to make us believe that this is our home. No, son, this is my home, but not my song. Now listen to my song while it's on. Come together, come together, come together. Oh, stop the racism, stop the racism, stop the racism. Listen, Martin Luther King was a man, he took a stand. He was the thing that gave life a chance. So take a stand. DJ Quincy.
One day right there in Alabama, little black boys and black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and white girls as sisters and brothers. I have a dream today. I have a dream that one day every valley shall be exalted. Every hill and mountain shall be made low, the rough places will be made plain, and the crooked places will be made straight, and the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together. This is our hope. This is the faith that I go back to the South with this faith. We will be able to hew out of the mountain of despair a throne of hope. With this faith, we will be able to transform the jangling discords of our nation into a beautiful symphony of brotherhood. With this faith, we will be able to work together, to pray together, to struggle together, to go to jail together, to stand up for freedom together, knowing that we will be free one day. This will be the day. This will be the day when all of God's children be able to sing with new meaning, my country's tears.